What's up, everybody? Welcome to another installment of MOTIvlog with Daniel and myself. Nara did not join us again this week. Please give her a shout out. Get her back to work.
Slacker.
Stop worrying about calories and lose weight.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Well, here's what it means.
What does it mean?
So basically, calories. It's got such a negative connotation to it nowadays. People get so stressed out about calories and eating the right amount of calories or staying on a low-calorie diet. And a lot of times, more often than not, we see that it's actually more harmful than it is good. So the reasons for that being is you become so obsessed with the calorie count. You're so obsessed with hitting that number or staying under a specific number that psychologically you're just like, you can't let it go. You're just so focused on that and you're not so much focused on the journey. And then that obsession psychologically can lead to stress. And as we all know, stress levels are high, meaning low weight loss. So stress can be so debilitating if you're trying to lose weight. So one thing you really need to focus on is keeping those stress levels down, not worrying about the calories, and focusing more on stuff like macronutrients. And Freddie here is going to tell you guys what that means.
So by this point, we all know our three macronutrients, which are?
Protein, carb, fat.
Okay, so that's the only thing you need to learn from our videos.
We're done.
We're done. So protein, again, like we mentioned a million times, focus on quality proteins, which we mentioned in our videos, and you can go back and watch those. Good carb choices and good a good fat intake.
Healthy fats.
Healthy fats. Now, depending on your goals and where you are in weight and where you want to be, there's certain grams that you can get, but a good rule of thumb, like mentioned before, a gram per pound of body weight. Again, something generic, about 150 to 200 grams of carbs, maybe to 50, 60.
That's also dependent on body weight. But
yeah, grams of fat. But again, if I took those numbers, I would hit a good calorie intake. But if you focus more on that, when you look at your end result of calories, it's pretty much, it can even vary, maybe a couple hundred calories difference in a day, but then you're still losing weight, and that's the goal here, right?
Yeah, and like we said in the last video, developing the habit, so like at first it's going to be a little tedious. You're going to have to remember what amount of meat equals what amount of grams of protein, but eventually you can just go to the fridge, you pull that stuff out, you're eating it, and you're good. And you don't have to worry about, oh my god, how many calories am I taking in this specific meal so that I hit the right number at the end of the day.
Yes, and completely right. And like to add to it, a good point he made is the impact it has on your mind. When you just start obsessing over your calories, you'll notice that I have clients come and be like, well, I ate pizza all day, but I stayed under my calories.
That's awful.
What does that do? Where's your malnutrition at?
It's awful. I mean, you're not, obviously you're not going to hit the right amount of protein. I don't care what kind of pizza you eat, you're not going to hit the right amount of protein. Your fats might go up too high, and you might be eating way too many carbs. And again, that's not going to help you lose weight.
So, just to summarize it up, if you're too obsessed over numbers, don't be. Focus more on healthy eating habits, like discussed before. Good? Thank you for joining us on today's installment. We will see you next time.
Peace.
You like that double pose?